December is upon us once again, and as Mariah Carey's Christmas anthem reminds us, all anybody wants for Christmas is video games. I think that's what she said. I'll take you through the best games of the month, from the AAA to the free-to-play and the hidden gems along the way. And I have to admit, December is a really mixed bag, but there's still a bunch of great games worth your time and a ton of DLC and free stuff. So let's do this. 15 years after its first release, Red Dead Redemption is back again and dropping on current-gen consoles, PS5, Xbox Series and Switch 2, and mobile as well. If you're on PlayStation Plus Extra, this game will be automatically yours on release date. And if you own the game on last gen, you'll get a free upgrade too. I'm pretty sure we all know how great the Wild West story of John Marston is, tasked with eliminating the last members of his old outlaw gang to keep his wife and son safe. The story takes us between the USA and parts of Mexico in an open world with a morality system to either stay an outlaw for life or try go straight. This version of Red Dead includes all the upgrades to the game over the years and also has the Halloween DLC Undead Nightmare as corpses reanimate underfoot and a zombie plague hits the frontier. One last note is that the multiplayer portion of the game is not included because that mode eventually became Red Dead Online. Red Dead Redemption lives again and lands on December 2nd. The co-op action game Elden Ring Nightreign is getting a $15 DLC this month. The game that asks 3 players to spend 3 in-game days together in a vast open map, strengthening their character to take on bosses and ultimately the Night Lord. On December 4th, 2 new playable classes will be added and 2 formidable bosses to hunt down and defeat. Our new characters are a scholar with arcane abilities and more of a support class, and the Undertaker. No, not that one. This Undertaker has a chilling obsession with the transition between life and death and carries a mace. Elden Ring Nightreign is out right now on PS4, PS5, the Xbox Series and PC, and this new content drops on December 4th. An actual new game now, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, an arcade beat-em-up retro side-scroller. I know this audience has been shrinking over the years, especially with this pixel art style, but for me, if this is as good as Shredder's Revenge a few years ago, it's gonna be great. Cosmic Invasion is packed with Marvel heroes to play as, 15 on day one with more hinted for the future. From Spider-Man to She-Hulk, from Wolverine to Ghost Rider, and with a tag team system, we select 2 heroes and switch between them during our missions to utilize their skill set. And don't expect to be walking the streets of Earth too much, we'll be planet hopping, seeing the homeworlds of many heroes and villains. If this is your jam, Marvel Cosmic Invasion drops on December 1st on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, the PC and Switch. Here's an interesting premise, an arcade-style, rhythm-based adventure game. Set in a world where music is banned, our character Beat refuses to conform and continues to write and perform tracks with her band. The core gameplay loop is split into 2 sections. The rhythm parts relate to fights and concerts, and the other half is about exploring the city looking for inspiration before laying on a concert for your fans. The rhythm sections are based on simply 2 buttons, notes above and notes below. Super simple, yet the difficulty does bump up. This looks very cool to me, and it has a demo if you want to try it yourself. Unbeatable lands on December 9th on PS5, Xbox Series and PC. Okie dokie, over to free games, and guess who's back? Agent 47, the iconic Hitman, and during December there is a free contract for everyone to play. I'm bringing this up because we have to eliminate Eminem. Well, in fact, it's his alter ego, Slim Shady, who Eminem needs help taking down. The best part of Hitman games are their replayability, discovering the many ways to get the job done. Wait, is that Mom Spaghetti? We have to eliminate him with Mom Spaghetti. If you don't own the full game, simply download the Hitman World of Assassination starter pack, which is totally free, and the mission to take out Slim Shady lands on December 1st on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, the PC, and also Switch, but the small print says this is not free on Nintendo devices. On December 31st, the mission goes away and is hidden behind a paywall. Another game with a limited free period you may be interested in is Battlefield 6, which is free to play for 1 week starting tomorrow, Tuesday the 25th of November, with 3 maps and 5 game modes including Conquest and Sabotage to try. On December 2nd, we're going to Ohio in Fallout 76's Burning Springs update. The original game released in 2018, and this free update is the biggest in its history and links to the TV show. Well, that show is returning in December too, and the last time it dropped, the amount of people going back to play Fallout 4 was astronomical, and Bethesda are hoping for that to happen again, bringing in Walton Goggins to voice the ghoul. The Burning Springs update adds a huge new area of the map, and yep, it is Ohio, where we'll be running bounty missions for the unaging ghoul, which is a few hundred years, canonically, between the show and the game. This area is run by an intelligent super mutant known as the Rust King, who will be our arch enemy on this journey. Fallout 76 has been out for years on PlayStation Plus and Xbox Game Pass, and umpteen free drops over the years, leading to this one on December the 2nd. A game I missed last month is Wizard 101, an MMORPG which is like being a student at Hogwarts. This is a super old game, but it suddenly appeared on PlayStation and Xbox last month, and it's coming to Switch soon too. It starts by choosing your house, which also chooses the type of magic you'll harness. Those spells begin small, but over time you'll master your craft and you'll be able to take on more challenging combat. This is an MMO at core with lots of social elements and the ability to tag along with other players who may be on the same quest as you. I haven't played this one, so please shout out in the comments if we should try it or we should avoid it. Wizard 101 is out right now on console. And I have to bring up Fortnite in this section as the end of chapter event is coming on Saturday, and it's said to be the biggest in Fortnite history. So even if you've fallen out of love of Fortnite over the years, you should check back on it, and of course that's followed by a brand new season in a brand new chapter, bringing back the 7 to the storyline. Remember those guys? I'll have a chapter recap up tomorrow to help us all understand why a giant Homer Simpson is fighting alongside a massive monkey and Godzilla, with Beatrix Kiddo riding in to help. Fortnite is weird. There's still more free stuff. On PlayStation, Lost Lands 1 and 2, Dark Overlord and the Four Horsemen are free right now. These are point-and-click fantasy games filled with puzzles to solve, clues to click on, and mainly brain teasers at every turn. They were $15 games when first released on Nintendo Switch, but now they're just here for free on PlayStation. And also, Plague Hunters is a free-to-play roguelite turn-based tactical strategy game. Each encounter is randomized to offer replayability, and it's set up like a chessboard where we spend our stamina points to move and perform actions. Outside of the Plague Hunters combat is a side-scroller telling a story of a plague that only we can end. It's out right now on PS5 and has an 8-hour platinum trophy if that's your bag. Back to premium games, in fact back to discounted games. On December 4th, Octopath Traveler arrives. The much-loved RPG series is back again with another prequel set a few years before the original game. The art style merges retro sprites with high-definition backgrounds, known as HD 2D. Another retro part is the gameplay. It's a turn-based combat system that came to typify JRPGs in the 80s and 90s. Outside of exploration and battling, there is a deep town builder and a cast of characters which is so big that 8 players can be in your party simultaneously. Yet only one of those characters is the focal point of the journey, unlike the multi-protagonist of the last Octopath game. Traveler Zero comes to the PlayStations, the Switches, the Xboxes and the PC on December 4th. Another retro-inspired game I showed you back in October was Terminator 2 No Fate. Then that side-scroller was delayed and came back in November. And then that was delayed and now it's coming up in December. I feel like I jinx it every time I speak about it, so let's move on. So, do you see what I mean by such a mixed bag this month? Anyway, hopefully you found something worth playing, especially in the Christmas break. But now, it's time for some dad jokes. Like this one. I took the rear mirrors off my car and I love it. I've never looked back. I made a bad mistake by challenging death to a pillow fight. I simply was not prepared for the repercussions. The repercussions. Thank you. All right. Oh, it's Christmas. Let's do some Christmas ones. What do you call an obnoxious reindeer? Rude. Dolph. Yeah, it's bad. How much does Santa's sleigh cost? Nothing. It's on the house. What did Adam, not me, I mean the one from the Bible, what did Adam say to his wife the day before Christmas? It's Christmas Eve. Hey. One last one. What's the best Christmas present ever? A broken drum, of course. You just can't beat it. I'm Adam. You're awesome. Have a great Christmas time. I'll see you soon.